Hi everyone. So this is a really short video. It's to help you be able to format papers for class. This is basic formatting. It's still July. It's the last day of July when I'm recording this video, but I'm setting this up so you'll watch it on August the 28th of 2020. All right. So everything we do in an English class, you use MLA. Okay, it's just what we do. Other disciplines use different formatting styles like APA, Chicago, AP, others, and there are lots of others. Don't worry about those. Your other classes will tell you where to go get the information for that. But for MLA, it's what we use in this class. It's in the little pocket-style manual that all of you are required to purchase for class. The APA is in there too. But AP has its own style manual, and the Chicago style manual is like $80, and it's like 500 pages long. And I use that for some of my classes. But I have to know MLA as well. Now, in every paper you write, you'll need the following, all typed in Times New Roman 12-point font. You'll need your name, your teacher's names as they would like it formatted. So for my name, it's just Aaron Guile. That's it. Nothing else. You need your class name. You need the assignment name. You need the date you write your paper. You need the page number with your last name. You need the title, and the title you give your paper should be different than the assignment name. And I'm going to show a little video in just a second I pre-recorded today where the assignment name and the title are the same. Don't do that. Okay, that's just for this little sample video. In your things, you'll want to have the assignment name and then the title you create. And then after the title, then you'll want to create a works cited page. Okay, so here's that little video. And so we're going to go ahead and do this real quick. Now, the first thing you want to do is actually name your document. Okay, so you go up here, you give your document the title. And so put your last name first, first name next, then you put the date. So the date is, so today is July the 31st, 2020, and this is sample paper. Okay, and then you type your name. Now, if you notice that the font right there says Arial. In an English class, you always switch it to Times New Roman and you go to 12 fonts. Now, you're going to have, in your other classes, teachers with different standards. Your history teacher might want something different. So follow what they say. But for English classes, this is what we want. After you get your name in there, then you want to make sure that you have this. This is the left justified. Then you come over to your spacing to double. Always do that just right at the beginning. And then you come over here and you hit insert, go down to page numbers, click on this, and then you put the cursor before the one, put your name like that, and then you switch that to Times New Roman and to 12-point font. Now, I always get students who are amazed that I notice when it's wrong, and all of your teachers will notice when it's wrong. The reason is we're in the business of writing papers. It's what we do. And so we'll see when there are mistakes. Don't get worried about it. Just do it. So I'm going to put a teacher's name here. Bob Jones. Now, Bob Jones has a PhD. However, he doesn't ever want students to write PhD after his name. He doesn't want Professor Bob Jones. He just wants his name Bob Jones. However, I've had other professors who are very serious about it. Who wanted exactly formatted correctly. This is what Dr. Albrecht Crane wanted when I took her class, and she's a fantastic writing professor. I always recommend her to anybody, but I'm just going to put Bob Jones because I'm not a PhD, I'm not a professor, I just want my name to look like that. So this is where your teacher's name goes. The next, you put your class number, and it should look like this. Some people are going to put a dash. I don't care too much. For a while, MLA actually wanted a decimal. It doesn't matter in my opinion. And then right here, you're going to put the assignment name. Now in the title up at the top, okay, you see where I put up their sample paper. So I put sample paper here. Then the last thing you're going to do here is you're going to type in the date, and you're going to spell it out like that. Okay, and then I'm going to put a title, and then I'm going to hit enter, and then I'm just going to put some of this in there. So then I go back up with the title I have, select the whole title, and you do that. All right, now after this, hit enter, and so you've got a little bit of text. Don't worry about that. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to come over here to insert, break, put page break. It's going to take you to another page. Put work cited, hit enter, and then just put in some basic information. So let's use our book as an example. So you're going to go Barrios Barclay, and he's the yeah, we're gonna go with this, and then one second, I'm trying to remember the name of the stupid book. I can't believe this. Emerging and then there's more you put in there, blah blah blah, whatever. Once you put in your first entry, you come back up here to where it says work cited, and then you center it. Then you can come back in here and you can make necessary changes. There's more to the MLA entry. Don't just do this. I had a student do that all semester. He didn't understand why he kept failing the works cited portion of every paper. And I was like, dude, because there's more you have to do, not just in the first video of class. Anyway, so this is how you start setting up your paper. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Now, it's the same thing pretty much when you also have to do a handwritten assignment. So, you know, in class, I'm going to ask you to write several small little in-class papers. You'll do it on loose leaf paper, and you'll have all the same basic information, and I will include it in your grade. It's part of being an English student, and eventually you'll get so good at it, it'll just give you a higher score. Now, the only difference is you're not going to have a works cited page when you do a little handwritten thing for class. It's unnecessary. Do your own thing. Just write a little thing. I'll tell you to write something funny, maybe a story or a letter or a reaction to something. Unless you quote something from a textbook or whatever, you don't need to include the works cited page. Okay, it's not necessary because it's just going to be your own writing and your own thinking. And so that just about covers it. That's how you will format your papers for class. And so today being, August 28th, when you're watching this, you have an assignment due on the following Monday at midnight, which is your first reading response. In your first reading response, you need to follow the standard that I showed you above, in that little video. Make sure you're using it correctly. I will be grading on that.